MLB playoffs continue here, and we're going to look to Houston and Kansas City in this game. So far, playoffs have been going pretty well for us. First two wild card games, no good, 0-2 in those. And then since then, we've gone 3-0 here, got a little streak, a little bit of momentum here, hitting with the Rangers and the Cardinals beating the Cubs. And yesterday, the over in the Cubs and the Cardinals. Let's see if we can keep that momentum going here. Good matchup here between Houston and Kansas City. This could really go down to the final game. Two really good baseball teams. Let's start breaking it down. Odds makers came out with a total of 7. I like over the total in this matchup. I think both these teams are going to be primed against these two good pitchers, especially a great pitcher in Dallas Keuchel, who's had a fantastic year. But we start breaking down the numbers a little bit more. Both these teams have seen these pitchers before, and they've hit them okay. So I look to get us over this low American League total of 7. Let's talk about these pitchers. Edinson Volquez comes in for the Kansas City Royals on the year. 3.55 ERA, 1.31 WHIP, 155 strikeouts, 13-9 on the year. His one time against Houston, they got to him pretty well, getting 5 earned runs off of 8 hits in just about 5 innings. So, Houston has seen him. They're not going to be intimidated or lack any confidence against him. I think Volquez could struggle a little bit today. For Houston, you got Dallas Keuchel. And this is what surprised me about this number being so low is Keuchel's just been lights out at home. 1.40 ERA, 15-0. So for that total to be at 7, that kind of tells me a little bit that the odds makers think Kansas City is good enough, and they've seen him to go ahead and score just 2 or 3 runs, maybe 4. I don't want to say 4 because he could just be lights out. So, but I think Kansas City is going to manufacture more than 0 runs. I can say that. Okay. All right, let's continue. Dallas Keuchel comes in on the year, 2.48 ERA, 1.02 WHIP, 216 strikeouts, 20-8 on the year. Again, 15-0 at home. Kansas City, they've seen him though. They've seen him a couple times over 14 innings. He's allowed 17 hits against them and 5 earned runs. But that 17 hits in 14 innings shows that Kansas City can hit. They're one of the best hitting teams in baseball. So I don't look for them to get shut down or shut out. Keuchel, very tough at home, but this is playoff time. You can kind of throw those stats out the window, at least a little bit, in my opinion. Offensively, 2 of the better hitting teams in baseball. Kansas City, on the year, they ranked 7th in runs scored per game, 10th in OPS. They're 2nd in batting average, hit 268 as a team, and they travel pretty well, too. Their numbers don't change drastically away from Kansas City. Just an overall very good hitting team. They have seen Keuchel. I'm sure they're checking videos and tendencies as much as possible to take some good quality at bats against them. Houston at home, very, very good hitting team. Overall on the year, though, they ranked 6th in runs scored per game at 4.49, 2nd in OPS, and 22nd in batting average, hitting 250 as a team. All those go up in Houston, where they're just a much better hitting team, and I think they're going to get some really good at bats against Volquez. I look for at least 1 or 2 home runs from the Astros to help get us over this total. So I like over the total in this spot. The way it breaks down, I would think the number would be a little bit lower, but it's not, and for good reason. Good hitting teams here. Houston, pretty friendly hitters park. So I'm going to go ahead and back over the total in this spot. Should be a great game. Keuchel could come out and throw like a 3-hitter and end up winning 4-0. That's very, that's a possibility. But overall, statistically, I think over the total is the way to go on this. That's going to be one of my MLB picks today. And I wish you guys luck on all your MLB picks today, NFL picks today, and all your picks the rest of this week.